Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Carol J. Dunlop, your online wow strategist and four-time Amazon best-selling author. So before we get started, I just want you to say a little prayer for me today because there's some craziness going on around here, and I need all the good vibes that I can get. So just if you say a little prayer for me, send out some good vibes, some sunshine and all that, I'm sure that it will be reflected. And whether you're listening to this, whether you're watching it live or you're listening on the replay, those good vibes and prayers can always help. So I really appreciate that. And let's get into what we're going to talk about today. And this is Wow Website Wednesday. As always, I come to you every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern to talk about your website and show you how you can make it a wow website. So let me explain exactly what a wow website is. A wow website is over and beyond what people would expect you to have. They're always going to expect you to have a website because nowadays you can't do anything without a website, right? You're not even in business without a website, but they never expect a wow website. A wow website is where you answer the questions before they even ask you about them. You show people all the pain points that they're looking for, and you show them that you have the solution that they've been looking for. Pretty simple, right? So that's what I come to you every Wednesday to teach you about, how to keep your website as a wow website and not let it sink down to just a regular old website. I hope that helps you. And so let's get into what we're talking about today. I've got 5 things to share with you, and this is really going to help you because we're talking about how do you get more eyeballs on your site, because everyone wants to know, how do I get my website in front of the people who want to work with me, buy from me, use my products and services, whatever. How do I just get more traffic? Now, we don't just want traffic. We want select targeted traffic from the people who are part of your ideal perfect audience. Got that? We don't just want anybody coming to the site. We want people who come to the site who are going to eventually wind up buying something from you. So let's get that clear. We want selected, targeted traffic to come to our website, and that's how we're going to get to the 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures that all the businesses want to be operating under. If you're a small business owner, a brilliant creator, service provider, the mom and pop shops and stuff like that. I'm not talking to corporations, although we are corporations. I'm talking to like the smaller, tinier corporations. So how do you get more eyeballs on your site? 5 things that you can do. And then I'm going to share with you a resource that you can go get that is absolutely free, that will help you do it even more. Because once they get to your site, you want to turn them into clients and not just having them do a drive-by to see if you're good enough for them, right? So the first thing you need to do is let people know that you exist. And there are 3 main ways that you can do that. I've been doing this ever since I decided that I was going to become an online marketer, and that's what you are. You are an online marketer. If you have a website and you're trying to get people to your website, you are an online marketer. You're not just a marketer, you're marketing online, where everybody is at now, especially with this pandemic still raising, the Delta variant out there, and things kind of going up and down crazy. Wear a mask, don't wear a mask, don't do this, and all that. So you got to be online. That is a safe place for you to be, believe it or not. And that's where you can find your clients. So these 3 things are what you can do: guest, write, and live stream. That's how you're going to let people know you exist. Guest blogging, do a guest blog, guest on podcasts, guest on live streams, do your own live streams, do your own podcast, one of those things: guest, write, and live stream. That is going to help you let people know that you exist. Because if they don't know you exist, they can't buy from you. If they can't buy from you, you don't have a business. And if you don't have a business, you just really have an expensive hobby that you're just pumping money into and not getting any money out of. So let people know that you exist. And of course, when you guest on these podcasts, live streams, when you write these blogs, and when you do live streaming, what is the main thing you got to do? Send them to your website. But you can't just send them to your regular even your wow website, the home page, because they're not going to know what to do. They're like, oh, what do I do? Well, this I'm looking for something specific and they sent me to this site. So how do I get to what I want? So you have to send them to a specific page on your website that has an opt-in so that they can opt in and get on your list. That's how you get more eyeballs. You let people know you exist by guesting on live streams, guesting on podcasts, writing articles, doing your own podcast, doing your own live stream, doing your blogging, and you're letting people know, hey, I exist. Not only do I exist, but I am an authority and an expert in what I'm talking about. I don't just exist. I am out there telling you what to do, telling you how to do it, getting you results. And if you want more results, if you want more than this, whatever I'm talking about, go to my website and get my, put the name in, freebie thing that I have so that they can get on your list and you can market to them more. Number two, you need to optimize your website for search. Optimize for search. That means that you are creating a breadcrumb or a set of breadcrumbs that leads people right to your website. You know how you do when you're trying to catch a rat or something, you put a trap out there, but your website is not a trap. But I'm just using that to illustrate. You're putting some goodies out there and you're putting all those, the breadcrumbs or the guesting and the blogs and the live streaming so that they get to your site. That's what you're doing. You're leaving a trail of breadcrumbs so that they come right to your website. That is optimizing for search. Three main areas that you can optimize for search engines is your page and your post title. So the pages on your website need to be optimized, and optimized just means it's attractive to the people who are looking for it. That's all that means. It's attractive to the people who are looking for it. Search engines cater to people looking for stuff. So if you have stuff that people are looking for and you make your title sound really good, not cutesy, not I don't know what you're talking about, but just sometimes it's just as simple as work with me. If people are looking to work with you and you have a title on your page or your navigation that says work with me, hey, they found what they're looking for. So don't overthink it. Don't make it really cutesy. Don't make up all these words. Just make it straightforward so that your people will recognize them when they see it. Speaking of words, do you have keywords on your website? Do you have a set of keywords that you use to let people know where you are, who you are, what you do, and all that? Your keywords are what people search for, that they put in that search engine bar or at the very top of their website to find what they're looking for. Let's go back to one of the things I love to talk about, and that is personal chefs. If you're a personal chef and you're trying to find people to get them to your website, maybe you want, and you do healthy recipes, maybe you want to do something like one of your keywords could be healthy recipes for new moms, healthy recipes for executives, healthy recipes for, and you name it. That's keywords. The healthy recipe part may seem like, oh, okay, everybody's searching for that. But if you make it what they call a long tail keyword, which is 3 words or more, healthy recipes for whoever your audience is, that's your keyword. That's one of them. You should have about 20 that you use on a regular basis, but that's one of them that you can use. If people are searching for healthy recipes for executives and you have healthy recipes for executives on your site, more often than not, Google, Bing, Yahoo, any of those search engines are going to send people to you because you're saying, hey, I've got the healthy recipes that the people are looking for. And then one of the things that people kind of overlook a little bit, and that's the alt tag in your image. When you're uploading an image, especially now, I deal in WordPress websites. I don't deal in other sites. I'm exclusively deal in WordPress websites. If a client comes to me and says, oh, I've got a Wix site or I'm on Strikingly or Squarespace, I can do it because it's my job to know these things, but I don't really like creating with them. I think they're too restrictive, and I'm a designer, so I like to flow easily. So anyway, alt tag in your images. When you upload an image to your website, there's a little place where you can put a description, a caption, and all that, and it says alt tag. Make sure you fill that in. If the picture, it doesn't matter what the picture is, if it's a picture of you crying for some reason, and you could put the title of your website there, you could say woman crying, man crying, whatever. But you really need to optimize for search. So remember your page and your post titles, your keywords, which are very, 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 can I say that again? Very, very important, because they are the breadcrumbs that lead people to you, and your alt tag images. Now, people may say, well, alt tag, that's nothing. I just put an image up there. But wouldn't you rather just put some information in that alt tag so that if people search for the thing, they can find it? And if they find the image, they actually find your site? Yes, the answer is yes. All right, number 3, know what your people want and then create it on the website. And that is extremely important, knowing what your people want. If you are a personal chef, for example, and you have healthy recipes and your clientele is busy moms or new moms or moms who don't have a lot of time, you are not going to create recipes that take 50 ingredients and 5 hours to fix. You need recipes that take under 10 ingredients and under 30 minutes to fix. That is what's going to be attractive to these busy moms, these new moms and stuff like that. They don't have a lot of time. They want to fix healthy stuff for their kids. So you're telling them how to do it. So that's an example of knowing what your people want. And take me, for instance, and my website, CSIcorporation.com. And what we do, we teach brilliant creators just like you to convert your marketing into money. Because I know a lot of people are out there just slinging money all over the place and different marketing tactics, techniques, strategies, and they're not doing the right things that they really need to do, and they're wasting money. So I teach you how to stop wasting money. That's why I do these lives, these Wild Website Wednesday lives. That's why I do the 10K trainings in my Unmarket Your Business Facebook group. And that's why I do Authority Creators Morning Brew on my Authority Creators page, which is all about teaching you how to become an authority. It's about giving you the information that you've been looking for. So that's what you need to do. You need to figure out, and it's very easy. You can poll people, you can ask people, you can call them up, you can message people, you can email them. What is it that you're looking for when it comes to what I provide? I meaning you. Number 4, you have to know your peeps, meaning who are they? Are they busy moms? Are they retired executives? Are they business owners? Break it down. Who are you talking to? What do they want, and how are you going to provide it to them? You have to know your peeps. And when you know who they are, what they want, how you're going to provide it, you can talk to them in the language that they can hear you in. I'm not talking about Spanish and German, and I'm talking about their language. If there's a specific part of the population that who are your peeps, and maybe they say, I want to cook healthy dinners for my kids. What is that? What does that translate into? If you say that on your site, cook healthy dinners for your kids. You can do this and we help you do this by having 10 or less ingredients. They are mostly organic. You can cook it in 30 minutes or less, and you can relax afterwards so you can spend time with your family. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to know that you went to the top echelon cooking school and you have 5 degrees in food and now you can go out and start a garden. They could care less about that. All they're trying to do is get their thing taken care of. I've said it before. I'll say it again and again and again. What's in it for me? That's the WIIFM. That is the radio station that everyone tunes into. What's in it for me? If you can't tell me what's in it for me, I don't need you. I don't need to talk to you. I don't need you to go to your website. I don't need to know anything about you. Tell me what's in it for me. What am I getting out of this? What am I getting out of downloading this, buying this, getting your course? That's what you have to be ready to tell people. And then finally, number 5, make your content share worthy. This is how you get more eyeballs on your website, is to make your content share worthy. If you know who you're talking to, what they want, and what they expect to get from you, and you share content based on that, guess what? They have friends. They have friends who are probably just like them, and they're going to share that information with their friends, their loved ones, their people. So they're sharing your stuff. You just targeted one set of people, and now they're sharing it with their friends and all of that. And now you're going to get even more eyeballs because they're like, because you know how we are when we get some good child. There was a bargain down the street. at the green and orange store, you need to go get it right now. And you tell 5 of your friends, at least 3 or 4 of them are going to run to that store and go get whatever it is you told them. Right? So that's what I mean by make your content share worthy. Make sure you're answering their questions and make sure you're giving solutions. You're answering their questions and giving solutions. That's how you get more traffic. Because if you solve one person's problem and you know who you're talking to, it's more than that one person that has that particular problem. It's not just one person out of a million. It's more than that that solves a problem. How many people out there have this problem of I am wasting money on my marketing and I don't know what to do next? How many people is that involved? I tell you, all those people that involves, they need to come to me because you are brilliant creators. You're doing so much, but sometimes you feel like I'm not doing the right thing, or am I? I don't know. People said do this, or I watch this other coach or this other service provider, or this other person who does what I do, and they're making all this money. They got all these people behind them. Why? Why am I not doing that? Well, there is something you're doing wrong, and you won't know until you really stop, get quiet, investigate, and see what it is. And sometimes it's just about asking a question or two. And so I'd like to invite you. I know what I'm going to want to do. I want to give you a resource. Here we go. This resource I promised you, the 7 client getting strategies. So you get these people to your website. What do you do then? You do these 7 strategies. You implement these things into your website so that you not only get those people coming back, you get more people like them coming to your website, and you get them to share your stuff so that they will tell their other people. You get them coming back, you get people who are like them coming there, and you get them to share their stuff with people just like them. So go ahead and get this free resource that I'm giving to you, 7 client getting strategies for your website. And all you do is go to csicorporation.com/7-strategies. So let's go over this really quickly. The 5 ways that you can get more eyeballs on your website. Number 1, let people know you exist through guesting, writing, and live streaming. Number 2, optimize for search engines. Make sure your page and post titles are optimized. You're using your keywords. You have keywords, right? And you use alt tags in your images. Number 3, know what people want, then recreate it on your website so that they know what you're talking about. They know that you're for them. When they come to your website, they're like, oh my God, where have you been all my life? I've been waiting for you forever and ever, and I'm so glad I found you. That's what they will be saying if you do what I tell you to do. Okay, number 4, know your peeps. Who are they? What do they want? How can you help them? When you know the answers to those questions, it's easy to create content. It's easy to get your WOW website set up so that you are attracting those same people and similar people to them. And then number 5, make your content share worthy. You can ask them to share, yeah, but when you when you answer a question and give a solution, people are going to naturally share that because they know other people who are having these same situations, right? All right, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me on WOW Website Wednesday. Remember, I am here every Wednesday at 1 p.m., unless something comes up, of course. And if you would like for me to evaluate and kind of look at your website and tell you where you're missing out on clients and what you can do about it, then go ahead and download the 7 strategies. You can comment below in this video, or you can reply back to the email that you get and say, Carol, I need your help. I don't know what's up with my website, but I would love for you to look at it because I've been doing this for 27 years, baby, and I can tell you right away why you're missing out on clients. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for joining in, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.